Alright, good evening everyone, and welcome to Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary Difficulty. I'm Bobtheorc, a very late at night Bobtheorc. It's like 2 in the morning or something. And we're going to do episode 39, Godzilla Eats the Soviet Union. This is my Imperial Japan campaign where we're fighting everybody. Yeah, I was feeling pretty awful the last couple of days. I ended up just sleeping a lot today. And I've been doing a lot of server work, and so we're going to go work on a server. We're going to go sink some ships, and we're going to hop in Discord and see if Vorgath's actually in Discord, if he's just AFK, because...
I am.
There he is! Well, you weren't there when I asked you earlier if you were around. How you doing?
When was that? Because I've been on since, I think,
Like
11 o'clock.
5 minutes ago.
I did, you just didn't hear me.
Well, maybe your headset wasn't working.
I think it's your headset that's not working.
My headset's working great. We got Tiny Dog asleep in the corner in her little cave. So, let's go sink some Soviet stuff. Yeah, I was gonna play MechWarrior earlier, but I was just too tired and my eyeballs weren't working, and so I was like, we're gonna sleep after work. Probably good for me. And so I took a nap. It was a great idea. I feel a lot better now. And so now I have the energy to work on the server, which I have to poke real quick. Of course I can't. There we go. Go get some updates run while we're gaming. Do the armory crate stuff also. I hate that. Alright, there we go. Let's let it do some updates and stuff. And while we go sink ships. What are you up to tonight, Vorgath?
It's just about finish gearing up my warlock.
Right on. Right on.
The max items almost.
I might do some WoW this weekend. Depends on how I feel as far as the. Oh, of course we have shit weather. Well, that's not what I wanted. All right, torpedo boat, run away. And you guys are all fast, so. Let's see if we can catch this guy. Oh, this is crappy weather. I'm gonna get torpedoed. I can just feel it. Yeah, I just haven't had so many things to do and so many games to play that I don't have time to do all the things. Alright, well, you are somewhere over there. Let's have my ninja go off that way. And you guys veer off over here a little bit. Let's see if we can... see if we can find this guy in all the fog and crap. This is going to be a really bad matchup because he can see me and I can't see him, and I don't like that. Don't like that at all. I don't know if he's just trying to run away or what. This is a really bad matchup because I should be able to see him. Oh, it's gonna hit, son of a bitch. Yeah, we're just taking pointless fire. There he is. Alright, asshole. There we go. Alright. What's the range on your torpedoes? You've got 5-kilometer torpedoes, and you're faster than me. Which I'm not super happy about. Which way are you going? You're going that way, and you have smoke on. That's why I can't see you that well. And your maximum speed is 22 knots, so we are going faster than you, which is good. Let's see if we can kind of cut them off there. Now you're in a little bit of trouble. There we go. Now you're in some trouble. It's all funny and all games till I can see you and shoot back, huh? Isn't that right, Bucko? Now that I've got you spotted, you're in trouble. There we go. All right. So that takes care of that. One less light cruiser. I need to poke this thing real quick. Oh, son of a... There we go. Yeah, we're going to be kind of back and forth a little bit while I run updates on this server and get things kind of working. That's sort of how I can afford to play video games all the time, is because a lot of times I'm doing work and earning money, and so I can do some of my job I can do while screwing around online, which is kind of nice, you know. That's why I take some of these projects home. Alright, what do we got here? We've got it's convoy. No, I don't really want to deal with that. I don't want to fight a battle cruiser. Don't want to fight that battle cruiser either. Alright, so they've got 3 battle cruisers, an armored cruiser, light cruiser, 4 destroyers, 2 submarines. So, I mean, their navy is screwed. And our ship capacity, we've got a little bit extra, so let's go resume some of the stuff that we're working on. So I know we had to suspend a lot of things. Go resume you. Resume you. Nope, that's a little too much. How's that? Can we do that? What do we have for 280 out of 282? And so I could also resume one of the destroyers that we're building. And that would be sufficient as well. Let's resume you. This is perfect. Alright, so I mean, for the most part, I'll look at this wonderful minefield here. Just nothing can get into the Caribbean through here. They have to come down through these little gaps. What's the minefield radius on this? 309 kilometers. Holy crap. Yeah, I think early game minefields aren't really worth it. Late game is not bad, especially for just like blocking off. Like if I were playing, let's say I were doing an American campaign, I wanted to just block off the Caribbean, just between Florida, you know, Cuba, and all these. You could end up really, you know, get Puerto Rico. You could make a real tight minefield here. So I'm not like totally against mines. But, you know, like over here, I have been, you know, a little bit underwhelmed. But, you know, I did learn I can kind of block some of the stuff off. It's hard to position some of the ships. You know, having a line of single torpedo boats, that might be what they're actually best used for is, oh, you have, what are you guys? That single torpedo boat there is not really doing any. I mean, because if they want to go through here and get got, then that is their problem. Because that's a double whammy minefield right there. So we'll just put you back into base for now. And you guys, let's go send you back over there. Hopefully you don't get hit by your own mines, because that'd be awkward. Alright, I think we're good. Let's double check our invasions. That looks good. They're not getting anywhere. Oh, we have this submarine up here. I would like to hit that battle cruiser, but yeah, you guys should be able to take that. We're gonna go right here. See if we can intercept the submarine, maybe hit this, catch him as we're transiting. Everything else I need to send people here. 63,000 tons. They're gonna fucking capture it. Fucking Finland. Alright, fine. Yeah, there's not much I can do about it. I'll just have to take care of it later. Put that there. Put that there. That way I can watch both of those. Alright. I really don't want to have all my Coast Guard guys fight that battle cruiser. I don't think that's a good idea. You guys, I think, will be fine. These guys are all slow. Let's auto-resolve it. And it wasn't great. There we go. Alright, so they took a lot of damage. It's gonna be a long fight. Yeah, they're gonna capture it first. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Alright. What do we want to... I think we need to get Kamchatka or whatever. I don't think we can... There's nothing in the Ottomans that we can take. 30%. They're still trying really hard. Oh, you guys are going there. Alright, alright, alright. Just back and forth trying to catch him. I'm not sure what that. I think that's I think that's Kamchatka. So let's go try and grab that. 49,000 tons. Yeah, let's do that. We should have enough here, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're good there. Alright, so I can get about another 50,000 tons of repairs going on, which would be most of that. Resume you. And resume all of you, and we are back in business. We could do another 40,000 tons of ships. I don't know what I want to. I could build more destroyers, just flood the seas with destroyers, try and take care of my. There we go. West Africa, you got that little destroyer there. So let's see if we can intercept you with these guys. And we're going to go put a bunch of destroyers down here at Cape Town, I think. We'll probably build like another 20 destroyers or something. Build 30 of them. Force would be yeah. 95, 96, 97, oops. 98, God, motherfucker, what do you, there we go, 99, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 108, damn it. My fingers are not fingering very well today, are they? 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 100. Mother. There we go. 120, 121, 122, 123, 124. Alright, so we are going to put '95 through 115. We're going to put you guys in Cape Town. There we go. And then you guys want to put somewhere in the Caribbean. Or Bermuda, actually. Um, do I not have anything in the Caribbean selected? I guess not. Guess gotta go find something. I guess I could put him in Gibraltar. Here we go, Bermuda. There we go. Did I overdo it on... I think I overdid it on the... by a little bit. Ooh, by a lot. We gotta drop 12,000 tons. Oops. Alright, we'll go fix that here in just a moment here. 3, 6, 9... There we go. That should fix it. Yeah. All right. My bad. Got the invasion going. All right. Let's. Here we go. Yeah, Godzilla's eating the Soviets specifically. Godzilla doesn't like commies. So technically we're liberating the Russians. Go boop him. Alright. Got this... destroyer, there we go. We sunk him, that's good. Alright, here's the fight we were looking for. Here's the fight we're looking for. Let's do this. Got that battle cruiser, which is not fast, so we'll be able to catch. I don't know why you'd make a slow battle cruiser. That just seems dumb. Alright, well, that's okay. We'll... Yeah, I think for my next campaign, I'm going to do something very different. My next challenge campaign, rather. I'm going to do a tech campaign where I can't build new ships if my tech isn't being deployed at 100%. Not exactly sure how that's going to work out, because that's kind of difficult to do. Alright, what are we doing here? So we've got all these... So we got these big battleships. These 28-knot battleships, Albion. We're going to detach you. We've got the 2 Marauders, which are their own group. And then we have these 3 here we're going to detach also. Alright, so you guys are going to be loose, and you're going to screen the Marauders. you're going to screen the Marauders. And you're going to screen the Marauders. And you're going to follow the Marauders. You guys are loose, you guys are loose, you guys are normal. Have you normal? There we go. Alright, so let's go find this battle cruiser. Oh wait, you know what we forgot to do? You guys are going to retreato. I don't want torpedo boats getting in the way. Oh, you know what else we're going to do? We're going to have you auto-dodge torpedoes. Alright, so you can see me somewhere. Battle cruiser. Oh, there he is. Alright. Now you're far enough away. Oh, you know what else we need to do? We need to have... Let's have the torpedoes turned off. Because I don't want to torpedo myself, because that would be dumb. Now, if I recall, the Soviet battlecruiser does not have good armor. It's got cruiser armor, which makes sense because it's a battle cruiser. He melted alive, then power jumped his son into a new Godzilla. Yeah, that's why I have the mini Illas to be the little Godzilla children. To be honest, I don't actually remember most of the Godzilla movies. I saw them when I was a kid. That was a long, long time ago. I want to take out this destroyer first. These guys are going to come try and intercept the destroyer. So let's see how the screen goes. Because this destroyer has a really long torpedo range, which I do not want to deal with. So we're going to... You guys are going to turn. And you guys are actually going to go this way and try and get the destroyer to fire. Oh, did we already take out your No, not all of them. We're going to try and bait him into firing torpedoes at my destroyers. Alrighty, well, never mind. He sank too quick. Alright, so that was glorious. You're going to go back to screening. And you're going to go back to screening. And let's see who just texted me. Alright, what did Dad send me? Oh, Jesus. No one has ever... So Dad just texted me, no one has ever fled a capitalist society in search of a socialist utopia, not once ever. Oh, God. Alright, Dad, thank you. I love Dad. I'm so proud of Dad for discovering the internet. Let's see, there's a Godzilla that evolves. He starts out looking derpy as hell. He becomes red, and then he is black with hints of red. Also, dorsal spikes can shoot the beams, and his tail has a... That seems a little intense. Yeah, I'm more of the traditional... I like the traditional Godzilla. Alright, we gotta get these guys turned back around so we can... My favorite was where God's... Alright, send the picture on Discord. My favorite's where is the Godzilla that jumps up and clicks his heels together and is all excited when he wins. I love like the cheesy 1970s, 1980s Godzillas. I'm gonna have you guys pop smoke, because I don't want... Oh, yeah, I didn't want that to happen. Alright, well... You're gonna retreat, because you got hit. I don't want you to take too much damage. Yeah, this guy's gonna start taking some hits now. Yeah, so like later on with the tech, once you have kind of some longer range, then having the destroyers do a screen like this isn't so bad. No, don't turn. I didn't tell you to turn. I was trying to adjust the camera. So like at this point, now the destroyer screen makes some sense. And once I get radar, then it's going to get super stupid. What's my torpedo range on these guys? They've got 9-kilometer range. I mean, I could make a torpedo run. I don't know if I need to. He's getting pretty beat up. Have you guys pop your smoke again. Yeah, he's getting beat up pretty good. He's still trying. God bless him. There we go. All right, so that worked out well. Black Sea, South Atlantic, and Ionian Sea. Alright, let's go see what you just sent me, Slav. That does not look like That does not look like Godzilla. I mean, yeah, kind of. Let's go pull this out here. I don't know. That... Yeah, kind of. The tail looks super weird. I don't know. I don't know about that. I like the more traditional... I like the more traditional Godzilla. But that is kind of... It is cool, but I don't know. It doesn't look like Godzilla. Maybe like a Godzilla relative, sure. But I don't know. Alright, so we grabbed this territory. And that's going well. What do we have here? So these Marauders... I don't know what I'm going to do with these Marauders, because I don't need them here anymore. I'll probably need them... I need to repair them is what I need to do. I think I'm going to eventually need these guys for the USA. So we're going to send these guys to Pearl Harbor. Minus the torpedo boat. And they can go repair there. And this torpedo boat, we're going to send you Okinawa. Because we've basically cut off all the Russian stuff at this point. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these, because I don't need all this fleet over here. I'll put you guys there. Actually, no, I'm going to put them right there. I mean, you can hang out there. And then all of these guys... I'm going to send you guys to Okinawa. But the ninjas, I think I'm going to send to Pearl Harbor. Because I'll need these guys out. I'll need these guys out here at some point. Alright, there we go. Because I've basically secured all of this. Alright, so this is all taken care of. Now it's just going to be a matter of cleaning up some of this. I really don't want to screw with the battle cruiser there. Did you run away from me? Really? Now this light cruiser... I'll take that fight, I think. I think I'll take that fight. That's his second weakest form. Okay. The American Godzilla was lame, though. It just looked like a normal dinosaur. I didn't like the American Godzilla. I thought that was kind of dumb. I was not a fan of the American Godzilla movie. I mean, it just wasn't. It just wasn't. We'll just leave it at that. It just did not feel like Godzilla. Yeah, that's true. Now, the Apaches are cool helicopters, don't get me wrong. My brother used to fly an Apache gunship. Those things are pretty badass helicopters. But, um, yeah, Yeah, Godzilla's supposed to be like the ultimate badass, and so I don't know. Um, let's go find some driver updates. There we go. Let's do that. Alright. So, let's go take out their light cruiser. Now this Greer here, he's not a bad little light cruiser. That's one of my captured ones. I mean, I did a pretty good job capturing, refitting these guys. I do like me some captured ships. I will admit. I don't know how he would take down a B-2 bomber, because the bombers fly really high. So, and B-2 bombers don't ever get that close to a target. Because the B-2 bombers cost like $1 billion each. They're not cheap airplanes. And so we don't just sort of throw them around willy-nilly. Alright, I don't know if I can share the video on YouTube on the stream, because I'd probably get a copyright strike, but I'll look at it later. I'm just saying that anybody who makes a video of Godzilla shooting down B-2 bombers don't understand how B-2 bombers operate and how they're used. Because they generally fly very high. Alright, so let us detach. Actually, yeah, these guys have some guns. We're going to detach these. So the Greer, you're going to go off that way. And we're gonna just do a little bit of a split. Does the Greer have, yeah, it's got picric acid. And the Coast Guard also should have picric, no, it has dunite, okay. So the Greer's gonna go, or the Gear's gonna go round up the transports. And you're gonna start playing with the light cruiser a little bit. Once we get a little further into it. Alright, so there's the light cruiser. And we're gonna get 5-kilometer torpedoes. Oh, you're upgraded. You've got the, like, you got double guns. Oh, look at that. He's got... Oh, that's not a bad ship. That's a pretty modern light cruiser. Look at that guy. Look at that. That's not bad. His armor's not bad either. Alright. Alright, so... we're going to start veering away from you. And we're going to let my... Now, you're not faring that well, because we got... I think I still outgun you. Well, maybe not. I mean, you got those twin 7.5 inch guns, which are pretty nasty, but why does it say angle? What's wrong with your... Oh, because your front gun got ganked. Oh no! Oh no! You can't hit me with your gun, with your big gun. Oh no, Muffin. And you still have the underwater torpedo tube, so you can't torpedo me at this angle. Well, that sucks to be you, doesn't it? And meanwhile, this guy's just going to keep on pelting you. Yeah, that's not good for you. You're not doing too well, are you, buddy? No, not really. Alright, so... let's go find us those rest of those transports and finish eating them. I mean, I could see Godzilla taking out Moabs, sure. I mean, he'll blast them, you know, as they're falling, and I doubt a Moab could hurt Godzilla that much. Although Mechagodzilla beat up Godzilla pretty good until they got him. I mean, you know, but that was like advanced alien technology. I'm just saying that Godzilla wouldn't be able to shoot down a B-2 bomber, because a B-2 bomber wouldn't ever get low enough for Godzilla to be in range to hit it. You know, I'm sure Godzilla could notice one. Yeah, because you can pick up the B-2s probably on... I bet you could see them on infrared from the exhaust. But you would have a hard time, unless the B-2 pilot was really stupid. Yeah, but his laser beam, his dorsal spike laser beams aren't gonna go 30,000-40,000 feet into the air. I mean, maybe they could, but he would. I think he would have an awfully hard time hitting a B-2 bomber, unless the B-2 bomber pilot was really stupid and got down low. I'm not saying that Godzilla isn't awesome. Godzilla is super awesome. I'm just saying that a lot of times in these movies, and I'll look at the video later. A lot of times in these movies, they assume that the bad guys are idiots, or the protagonist is an idiot. You know, they use a certain narrative. And I don't know why you would drop a Moab on Godzilla anyway. That's not the kind of weapon you'd want to use to take him out. Because a Moab is for wide area, you know, damage, for getting people out of like bunkers and stuff. You know, because the big damage of a Moab is that it'll suck all the oxygen out. And like when we were trying to get the Taliban out of their caves in Afghanistan, we would use Moabs. Just because it would burn up all the oxygen and then they'd suffocate. And so, like, if you were fighting Godzilla, you would be launching cruise missiles from like 100 miles away at Godzilla. You wouldn't be trying to fly overhead and drop shit on him. I'm just saying that, you know, without even seeing the video, and knowing nothing about the situation, I can promise you that in order for Godzilla to shoot down a B-2 bomber, the pilots or the commanders giving the orders would have to be giant morons, which is usually the case in these movies anyway. You know, because they want to create that certain narrative. And so, in order to create the narrative, they have to make implausible decisions just to justify what they want to have story. Sure, Reaper drones, sure, and those things would get close because the Hellfire missiles don't have a long range. I'm just saying that you don't attack Godzilla from close enough that he can zap you. You know, you would send some disposable drones to figure out what Godzilla's capable of, and then you would use standoff weaponry against Godzilla. You know, because there's no point in getting even remotely close to Godzilla. That would just be completely implausible. Yeah, you could use, like, Rapid Dragon, something like that. Yeah, because those you could drop from 100 miles away and never endanger your assets. I'm just saying that you would not endanger assets by getting them close to Godzilla. Or if you did, you'd be using weapon systems designed to actually get close. How you doing, JP? I know your life's been kind of busy lately. Hope things are getting better. That sucks. Being sick sucks. Do I need to drop another? I guess I need to suspend another destroyer. Yeah, I've been feeling kind of under the weather too. I've been pushing myself too hard, and so I feel you. Yeah, stress makes everything worse too. That's why I'm just sort of taking it easy today, and I'm just working on my server, playing some video games, just kind of relaxing. So that's in good shape. That's in good shape. I really want to hunt down this other battle cruiser. There's a battle cruiser, and there's another battle cruiser. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and let you guys just battle cruiser each other. And then up here, this is not gonna go well. They're gonna capture before I can capture, which sucks. I got plenty of stuff in the Baltics, so I could probably take out the Baltics next. Oh, you know, I need to take care of the North Sea. That's a problem there. I got that stupid destroyer. He's going to be here in one turn, so let's... I'll meet you there. Surely I've got... How much tonnage do I have here? I've got 114,000 tons. Where's all my guys? Let's send these ninjas out after you also. Alright. So we're going to try and take Eastern England next, I think. And just kind of wrap that up. That is also true. Let's go boop him. And let's boop him. Thank you. Alright, that's a fight that I want right there. Let's go take out another battle cruiser. Alright, so we got this battle cruiser here. Let's get everybody organized. So these torpedo boats are going to leave. And what is that? These are all 28 knots, aren't they? Alright, so we're going to have you guys follow. And turn off the torpedoes. I'm going to have you guys screen. I'll let the Agamemnon take the lead. In another film, they used the original Godzilla skeleton to make the thing. Got possessed by the dude. But the pilot tried to go. What they used the Godzilla to make a Mecha Godzilla, or they tried to. Are you saying they remade the Mecha Godzilla? I didn't quite catch what you're getting at. We're gonna actually control these guys manually. Well, no, they're fine like that. We're gonna leave them for now. Because your two hits aren't very good. I don't recall that one. Alright, you guys are gonna go this way. Ouch. They used the dead Godzilla skeleton to make the Mecha Godzilla to fight a new Godzilla. Oh, okay. How's all this fire working out for you? This battle cruiser, I guess it does have secondary guns. It's just it's not. There it goes. All right. I only remember the original Mechagodzilla, to be honest. And that's just because I watched it recently. We had a Godzilla movie night at the office. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now they're down to one battle cruiser. Alright, so... yeah, they're gonna fucking take that. Motherfucker. Those fuckers. Alright, so we're gonna take southern Finland, actually. Because I don't want you guys to invade in there, and I've got enough people here to probably deal with it. Yeah, that's working all right. Alright, yeah, we're just going to grab southern Finland. And we can get another 20,000, 18,000 tons of repairs going on. I don't think he had machine guns in his fingers. He had like lasers or something in his fingers. If I recall. I'm pretty sure they were lasers. Alright, so... now what do we have over? We got this guy. There's that destroyer. I'm gonna have to take Croatia at some point. Are you guys trying to invade Croatia? You are. You're fucking... motherfucker! You fuckers! You fucking piece of shit! What the fuck? Why the fuck are you invading fucking goddamn Croatia?
What happened? Someone beat it to the punch?
Yeah, fucking Americans. That's fine. I'll take them apart here in a minute. How's my research doing? Once I get radar, I'm gonna play it cool until I get radar, and then once I get radar, then we're gonna go to fucking town. We're gonna go to fucking town once we have radar. Well, we'll have to refit our ships. It's gonna be a lot of effort, but go boop that and boop that. I'm just gonna be lazy and auto-resolve these. Improve triple turrets, nice. Yeah, fucking Sweden. Alright, you motherfuckers. Oh, and now these assholes are trying to invade down here now that I started my invasion. You fucking pieces of shit. Fine, we're gonna send... I'm gonna leave these guys right up here. Well, they've got a battle cruiser there. Well, I think they can follow me out for all I care. I need to get all those guys fixed soon. No, we're not doing that fight. This one I'll do. I'll do this. Well, mine... Man, the mine layers are not really made... You guys really aren't made for this kind of fight. I might be able to take it. I mean, you guys are really small. I'll try it. Mecha Godzilla wore a Godzilla disguise. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I missed that one. Oh, is it like nighttime and fall? You know, fuck this. No, we're not. We're not doing that. No, we're not. We're not going to do this. Yeah, this one's not gonna. This one's not gonna fly. All right. While we're running away, I'm gonna go poke the server real quick. See how everything's going. There we go. Got away. Yeah, we're not gonna fight in that shit. That's not worth the effort. All right, we're just gonna. What are we going to invade next? So we're gonna. I mean, I could deal with Crimea and some of these. I could deal with the Black Sea. Although anything they build there is kind of bottled in. I really want to get Croatia, but that's not going to happen. I want to get England here. Probably Eastern England. Just get that taken care of. That's probably the next big. That's probably the next big step. Alright, we got him booped. We got him booped. That's probably gonna... Oh, I didn't lose anybody. No kidding. Alright. Because I can't invade Croatia, right? No, I cannot. Eastern England is probably the one that I'd want to go for. Just to secure all that. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll just head down here and do that invasion. Ooh, we are so over-tonnaged right now on the repairs. I guess a bunch of guys came home to repair. Ready Player One. Yeah, I saw Ready Player One. It was alright. I mean, Ready Player One kind of reminded me of like some boomer who didn't know anything about gaming or pop culture. asking his grandkid about pop culture references so he could make a movie about pop culture references. I mean, at least the hero drove a DeLorean, and that was pretty cool. But it's like they tried to squeeze in every pop culture reference they possibly could, just for the sake of having it in there, without knowing anything about the meaning behind any of that stuff. That's what it felt like to me.
Fucking Ready Player One.
Yeah. Yeah, if somebody's like 80-year-old boomer grandfather was making a movie and asked his grandkid, "Hey, I'm trying to make a cool movie. Tell me some pop culture stuff." That's kind of what it felt like to me. All right, so I need to suspend a lot of these. All right, was that enough to get it? Yeah, the whole thing was just dumb. It was just dumb. In my opinion, it was dumb. I have 10,000 tons I can spare. So, what can we do with because we can just repair a little bit of them at a time. Three, 6. There we go. Yeah, Ready Player One. I mean, look, I'm not saying it was a bad movie. It was just kind of dumb. The people who made it seemed to be not really understanding what they were making. Is I guess what it really comes down to. All these fucking Americans are in here now, and they're gonna start causing me trouble. I'm gonna put you guys here. You guys are all beat up. Yeah, no, the Gundam... Look, I'm not a big Gundam fan, but Gundams are not pushovers either. So, yeah, I feel like... I agree. I think the Gundam got robbed. We're not going to exchange. We don't negotiate with our enemies. Yeah. I mean, Gundam's okay. I'm more of a Robotech fan than a Gundam fan. But I also haven't watched Gundam in a long time either. All that stuff came out when I was pretty young. Alright, let's go hunt down this battle cruiser. And let's start refitting some more, or fixing up some more of these busted up marauders. So if I did resume this marauder, what... Does that put things back to normal enough? 99. I could resume a destroyer. Let's get one of these little mini Illas going here. Yeah, there we go. Can I... No, I can't invade. Yeah, these motherfuckers. He's gonna fucking take that too before I can conquer it. Those little bastards. Those fucking little bastards. Their army is gonna just run through me. I really don't want to escalate with the U.S. until I'm ready with the radar, because that'll make my life a lot easier. But I think I have no choice. Yeah, fuck you, U.S. We're gonna... Nope, they paid me off. They paid me off, the cowards. Well, that's interesting. That is a fight. I'll probably take it. But that's definitely a fight. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go stretch my legs for a minute. We'll do this. enemy mechs are just dudes from Wolfenstein but beefed up. That wouldn't surprise me. Alright, let's go to... Oh, shit, my guy's beat up. When were you beat up? I didn't realize you were beat up. That changes things a little bit. I mean, this guy's... My assault ship's kind of jacked up. I don't know if I want to fight you with my beat-up assault ship. I think we're actually going to retreat. I mean, we could try it. I've got guns. I could, and my ninjas have quite a bit of firepower. I don't know if I could. Fuck it. I saved it. All right, we're gonna go for it. Fuck it. So my ninjas can hit from here. And I don't know if... Yeah, so you can see us. Now this cruiser has 5-kilometer torpedoes and okay armor, and he is also slow. Alright, we're just going to stay at a distance and try and snipe them. Well, that sort of hurt. One of the most powerful guns, a stupid-looking thing with a mustache and fairy wings. Yeah, I kind of hate it when they make deliberately stupid-looking... When they make stupid-looking ships. What? Why are we attacking that guy with a single set? No, go for the battle cruiser. Fuck the cruiser. Go for the battle cruiser. He has bigger guns. Fine, you're just charging in, aren't you? Alright, fine. We'll take you out first while we're on the way. Because the regular, your armored crew's just gonna get fucked. You're just gonna get wrecked. Alright, so now you're done. My guy's taking a lot more damage than I really want him to. Why are we only going 23 knots? What the fuck? Who's only going... Because the assault ship is limited. Alright. So, here's what we're going to do. You're going to detach. And you're just going to keep on Going like that. Oh, hold on, I gotta respond to this. What is it, tiny dog? What is it, baby? Hi. Hi. I see you. Hi. I see you. What do you want? And then these guys are gonna go get in closer and go for it. Oh, well then we just hit him, and so he's having... Oh, he doesn't have any main gun ammo anymore. Let's go armor piercing, shall we? I don't know if that's gonna do much. There we go. This will tear him up. Alright, there we go. So that was not ideal, but we took out your battleship. Or your battle cruiser. Alright, so... East Asia. We lost 3 transports in East Asia? The fuck's in East Asia? Oh, this guy. You. Alright, I see what you're doing. Alright, buddy. So first off, let's go send 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna send our guys after you. I'll have the Enterprise lead you, because he's fast. And then meanwhile... Well, these guys are going to go back to Pearl Harbor. Actually, and that's not where I want to send them. I want to send you guys to up here. And then, what do I have here in the... So, I don't have anybody there. I thought I had some... So you guys are going to go around... I thought I had some other... I guess I don't have any other ships. I got 2 battle... No, it's... Oh, I've got these guys. Here we go. What do we have here? These are... There we go. These are the guys I'm looking for. Let's have you go here and hang out. Let's go resume some more of our repairs. Let's see where... Here we go. Get those guys going. And how much more tonnage do we have? Hey, gamer. Thanks for stopping by. How's your evening going? I guess it's early morning, but you know what I mean. Hope everything's going well. Alright, yeah, so we've got 60,000 tons almost to go and finish resuming these guys. So we can resume all of these. Alright, so we'll have the Godzilla class out in 2 more turns. That'll be good. Go do more shipyard. And yeah, the Americans don't like us very much. Alright. We have... Where do we want to invade on the Soviets? We need to do something. 88%. These guys are going to fucking snatch this out from under me too, the bastards. They're going to fucking do it to me too. So that's going well. That light cruiser there, that single light cruiser. What do I have in this area? I've got... I'm going to send the Marauders down to deal with that. I guess we're going to grab Estonia, because I can hit that at the same time. We'll just take care of that. Alright, yeah, super frustrating. Oh. Yeah, the Americans are trying to invade some of this shit. And if the Americans try to get into the Black Sea, that'll be, once I'm at war with them, I'll be able to take them out pretty well, I think. So I'm not super concerned. Yeah, they're going to end up getting Croatia. I really want to hurry up and get radar. Yeah, they fucking took southern. That's twice now they've grabbed shit out from under me. I'm gonna burn Finland. I'm gonna burn the Swedes to the ground here. Yeah, these guys. I'm gonna burn Sweden down. All right, so we have the Godzillas built. We still have a little more time on the radar. So the question is, what do we want to build? I probably have another like 10 turns or so. 10, 15. I've got probably about a year before those things are ready. I could build more destroyers. I mean, having crap tons of destroyers isn't going to be a bad thing. I've got more than enough ships, really. I could build a couple more of the Godzilla class super battleships, but I don't know if I need them. Because they're going to be able to smash up any of the major. What do the U.S. have for ships? They've only got 7 battleships. They've got a bunch of cruisers. Let's see what options I have. Maybe we'll go for a new class. Maybe like a heavy cruiser. I don't need any super battleships. That's definitely more than what we need. What I really need is I need a good, solid ship. Modern heavy cruiser. 14,000 tons. What's the speed on that? 35 knots. This is what we need right here. Modern heavy cruiser 2. I would like for this to have radar, but it's not. I'll have to upgrade him later. Can't go above 16,500. So do something like that. And these can go 35.5 knots. So we could make this just a really long-range hunting ship. Let's give it all the technology. And make it very survivable. Yeah. Give it kind of minimal there. I want to have a strong belt. What can we do for... That's 6,005 or 6,050. There we go. Modern Tower 2. Super funnel. Can we? Compact secondary tower. Coincidence 5. Sonar, RDF. I mean, this is looking pretty good. I mean, maybe I go forced boilers. Or I can go with a super funnel like that. I go 2 super funnels. And that would, what's the difference? It's 55, 63. So I do something like this, right? On my cruiser. That's an awful lot of tonnage. I could drop the range down. If I were to go with 11-inch guns, these are Mark 3s, Mark 3s. So all these are Mark 3s. Mark 4 9-inch guns and Mark 4 10-inch guns. So we're going to go Mark 4 10-inch guns. We're going to go triple turrets because we have the improved triple turrets. We could do something like that. I mean, I could go 9-inch. Let's figure how we can skimp some stuff. We want the super heavy cordite, dunite. Yeah, we want all that. And we need the barbette. What's our flash fire chance? Probably awful. Oh my goodness, it is awful. These things are going to hurt really hard. I could slow it down. I mean, 35.5 knots is probably too fast. And I could drop these down. I could drop down the range. So I could do something like this. And I need to make sure that you're further back, right there. So you can do the full 360. So I could do something kind of like this with the 10-inch guns. I go 10.9s if I want to get really... We need to make it longer. So I go 10.9s. That's almost 11-inch. That's going to be some really stacked guns. Let's go 10 inches on the barbette. We're going to simp a little bit on the barbette. And these things are going to be super fuck off fast. Now for secondary guns... Oh, I love these quad 6-inch guns. Look at these things. These count as main... Oh, baby. You know what I can do? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be nasty. We're gonna have a big front end for taking out big ships as we're closing, and on the back end, we're gonna, let's see here, barbettes. Um, we're gonna make this thing a machine gun cruiser on the backside. Um, yeah, this is gonna be so on the backside. This thing's just gonna fucking spank. It's There we go. Look at us. It's got 5 quad 6-inch guns on the back for maximum DACA. It's got the big guns up front. And then ideally I need Saint 2.9. On the sides here. Um, there we go. Drop the weight a little bit. We got it perfectly balanced. Armor's a little bit on the light side here. But look at all this fire over here. Now I can add. No, I really can't. I could get some torpedoes. 12-kilometer torpedoes. I don't know how I feel about that. Because I don't know if I'm going to be getting close enough to really utilize these, and I don't have a lot of tonnage available. What's the range on these guys? This is a range of 11 kilometers. I mean, I could stack these up. I could have some torpedo decks. Yeah, I mean, I could have some really nice torpedoes here. I don't know if it's worth it or not. And I don't have a lot of spare tonnage is the problem. As far as being able to take out big ships, these guys are going to be specifically designed to take out cruisers and destroyers. I'm not so worried about the battleships. I've got bigger ships for the battleships. I don't really need torpedoes to take out those ships. And these guys are just going to shred the smaller stuff. I don't know. I'm torn. What I ought to do is have some 3-inch guns. So these guys have 11.6 kilometer range. Those have 11.1. So I could do something like this. Or alternatively, put the 3-inch guns, some of the 3-inch guns up here. That way they're not just all 2.9s. Now if I go with the 3 point, that'd be 11.9 kilometer range. So these are the biggest Mark IV guns I have. 11.9 versus 11 point. It's not worth the it's not worth the extra. I can't. Now I could fit some of these up here also. Alright. And then let's get some more forward belt. There we go. It's perfectly balanced now. Let's get some more superstructure. This is going to be my Atkins cruiser, named after my friend. And there's no torpedo protection. We're going to rely on speed. Oh, I did not want semi-armor piercing. This is going to throw off my balance, isn't it? I mean, honestly, the semi-armor piercing will do really good against the cruisers, because they're not going to have enough armor to stop it. Let's go high capacity for my semi-armor piercing will be fine. Because on the big guns, that'll be able to punch through cruisers, no problem. You know, at 10,000 meters. Yeah, I'll punch through cruisers, the big guns. And the little ones here, these will be able to just mess up destroyers and light cruisers Well, not as. Yeah, this'll take care of destroyers. Yeah, this'll be fine. All right. Um, I kind of want to have. Oh, that's as much as barbette as I can have. Okay. My superstructure is really kind of light. I can't do much about that. Um, there's no reason to even have any of that at all. All right, so this is what we got. Um, it's 35 and a half knots. This thing's gonna be pretty awesome. And this is gonna be my new standard cruiser. And these things can operate independently and kick ass. I wish I had longer range, but I sacrificed the range for having just a lot of fucking guns. This is my endgame cruiser. Check this out. Yeah. Alright. We are going to build Atkins cruisers. I can build 200,000 tons of these. Build 12 of them. Because I think 13 will be too many. We're going to build 12 Atkins cruisers. And damn it. Alright, so 6 of these will be put. Do I have more room? How much tonnage do I have left? I'm gonna build 2 more. And then I'll suspend some destroyers in the process. Alright, so 2 through 8, you guys are going to be built in Gibraltar. Actually, I don't need as many. I need 10 of them in the east and 4 in the west. Put them in Bermuda. Yeah, we're gonna put these in Bermuda, actually. And then these 4 are gonna go into Pearl Harbor. And then we need to suspend... How much am I over? I need to get rid of 4,000 tons. So 3 more of my mini Illas. There we go. That, now that I have my modern cruisers, that's going to be huge. Because these guys can operate independently and just deal with stuff. That's going to be perfect. Oh, and then also, let's make sure that all of my ships are on sea control. Just in case. All right. I guess we'll get more crew here. Yeah. All right. We'll crew them up in a bit. How long till I get my radar? It's gonna be a little while. Let's go piss off the U.S. while we're at it. I don't want to put you guys in a port until after I... There we go. Because that'll throw up all my shipbuilding stuff. Alright, let's go kill these things. Alright, let's go take out their whole flotilla. Now these ninjas are good. Don't get me wrong, I'm really happy with the ninjas. Those Atkins are going to be even nastier. We already took out his torpedoes? I guess we did. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about that then. Yeah, these ninjas just shred things. Alright, no more light cruiser, which is awfully nice. Would you please click on that? Thank you. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Let's go do this fight also. This will be a nice fight. That poor unsuspecting cruiser. You know, as a naming convention, I could also just have like a letter and a number and then have a full name afterwards if I wanted to. You know, A1, A2, A3, and then I could have like, you know, the Ohio or the Colorado or whatever afterwards if I wanted to give it a cool name. Okay, so you guys need to detach. Oh, and this guy needs to detach also. These guys are a little beat up. We're gonna have you guys go. Alright, let's go find this cruiser. Here in a little bit I'll have to take a break and do some physical work on the server. Now that the updates are done, I've got to go add drives and do some other things. I don't know if I'll just keep playing while I'm doing that and just go AFK for a bit, or if I would stop the stream and start fresh a little bit later. Have you guys go off this way. Turn off your torpedoes because I don't really need to use them. This guy's just gonna get oh, he's the double-barreled guns. Still very small and squishy. Oh yeah, that's not very good for you. he's done for. We'll just sort of hang out and just watch the inevitable happen. There we go. Very good. Black Sea and North Sea. Yeah, Mothra still needs to be... Need more crew. Let's keep getting you up and running. That's good enough. Alright, so... There's that destroyer. See if we can get him. So that invasion's going well. Yeah, they have Croatia, little bastards. They have a proper battleship there now, don't they? So I should probably take southern Russia or Ukraine to keep them from pulling funny business. Let's go get this light cruiser here. I think we'll be all right. More shitty weather. Come on. What's with this? I really don't know about this. It's daytime, it's cloudy, the weather sucks. We're not fighting in this. I don't want to deal with it. As far as this thing goes, keep running away. All right. What's on this port strike here? 14 light cruisers versus a battleship. I don't think so. I probably ought to just get Latvia and finish that off, actually. Okay. So, the only stuff the Soviets have left is just here in the Black Sea now, I believe, right? Yeah, I think so. These guys are in pretty good shape. I should send these marauders to go take care of this battleship. And then these light cruisers, you guys, I'm gonna put up here to cause trouble. Radar is still a long ways away. Let's go take care, help you with that destroyer. And park those guys back down there. All right, so I mean things are going okay. And I've got enough tonnage here. I should probably get my torpedo boats ready. Might as well take care of that. There we go. We'll just get those guys ready. And boop. And boop. Improved gearbox. Nice. Okay, so this is going well. Still grinding away at it. Radar is hard. Send you guys back to Okinawa. And you guys... Send you guys back to Vladivostok. We can go and resume a couple more destroyers, but I'll have to suspend them soon when I start repairing things. I guess that's all of them. So these guys are all resumed. That's good. I don't see anybody low crew, so they must have gotten that figured out. Alright, so I think we're set. And then we'll start focusing on repairs. And, yeah. Go boop him. Got sonar 2, which is nice. They didn't get Georgia. Well, that's awfully nice. I'm going to take Georgia then. That's going well. Got that. Got that. Not sure what you were doing. We're going to send you back to Scapa Flow. Yeah, let's go for Georgia. Meanwhile, some of you guys are hurt. Coast Guard 44 and Manila 35. I'm going to send both the Coast Guards back. Actually. And you're kind of slow, so we're gonna send the slower ships back, because you guys are all 28 knots. And honestly, we'll send back the torpedo boats because I don't need those either. We'll send those there. All right, so that's looking good. Did you guys make it? I guess you did make it into port. So you're getting repaired. Let's have you on invade. Yeah, we're gonna make a mess of your stuff when the war finally lights off. We are going to make you have trouble. We'll just repair a little bit at a time. And boop. Modern Destroyer 2, nice. Alright. There we go. 12 more months till we get Radar Rangefinder 1, and that is going to be the big change for things. You guys need to get repaired. I'm going to put you probably right. Send you guys back to Scapa Flow also. Is that an Ottoman? So how come I can't? I've got my Ottoman ships right there. Why am I not attacking you? That's super annoying. Alright, fine. Whatever. Alright, one more year till I get the radar, then I start the refits, and then we really start going to town. And I've got enough fleet to win the game, so I'm not worried about that. I got Estonia, thank you. Because the US only has 179 ships. I got 4 times the ships. Really? You guys are invading Crimea? You bastards. Let's go for Ukraine, probably. 94th, or Southern Russia, 70,000. Go for Southern Russia. I could send all those, and that'll leave everything well enough. Okay. Who else needs to get repaired while we're doing... Where did you come from? Marauder 10. I don't recall sending you here. What's up in there? I've got... I didn't realize you were there. Okay, let's do that. We'll have to deal with the Americans soon. Alright, there's that battle cruiser. We're going to take you out. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right. Some of you guys are more beat up than others, so I think you guys are gonna follow. I'll have you screen. Yeah, this guy's pretty screwed. Yeah. And you don't have torpedoes, so I don't have to worry about it. We already took out your main gun ammo. Yeah, that's that is that. Nice. Alright, that took care of that. Alright, so these guys are taken care of. I can't invade anything else yet. So you guys are secured. And you're doing fine. So let's get these ships out of here and get them repaired. I want to put you... I don't want to be in St. Petersburg because you can get bottled in there. So probably... What's here? I've got some assault ships there. Okay. That seems like a perfectly reasonable... Let's go park you guys there. And these guys... Where are we going to put you? When we fight the Americans, we're going to have to take out some of this stuff. So we'll put... we'll go here. Now the real question is, do I take out mainland USA first, or do I take out all the peripheries? I kind of want to take out the mainland USA first and just really wreck their economic base. That might be the smart thing to do. Quintuple torpedo tubes. Nice. I'll probably not use them. Well, I might. I got Latvia. Alright. And these guys, I need to put you somewhere. I've got a Marauder there. I mean, now one option is I just start bombarding down their coast while grabbing everything else. I mean, I could... So I do want to contain... When I fight the US, I do want to contain them. I am going to need to invade stuff. Right now, the US is only allied with Sweden. I'm going to take these battleships. I'm going to put you here. Because I do need to grind down their logistics. This is going to be kind of a messy, yucky fight. Because my army logistics 100%. There's 100%. So the question, yeah, it really comes down to, do I want to hit them in their homeland, or do I want to get all the peripheries first? Honestly, my focus is going to be just taking out their ships. That's really what it's going to come down to. Alright, so what do we want to invade? We're going to invade Ukraine, because I've got 113,000 tons there. That's the last one. Well... Soviets are just about done then. Americans have a sizable fleet here. Oh my goodness, Armed Merchant Cruisers 3. I get torpedo launchers now. I remember the first time I had a transport torpedo me, and that surprised the hell out of me. Alright, so now we're a little bit over. So we need to suspend some of... We're going to dish out the repairs a little more slowly. I'm going to take care of that. Are we still over? We are good now. him. Alright, here is a fight. 2 Marauders against their battle cruiser and 2 regular cruisers, and we've got the advantage here. For sure. Straight ahead it is. Alright, these Marauders are so nice. I mean, when I upgrade them, they're going to be very nice, but they're still so nice. Except my spotting sucks. Hopefully radar will fix that. I really want to focus main guns on you. %8 to hit. No. I mean, my secondary should be more than enough to maul these cruisers. Did you guys fire torpedoes on me? I don't think you have the 7 kilometers. Oh, you've got more than enough range to do it. Bonk. That was some nice bonking going on there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he sank. You know what that means? That means that we're gonna fire main guns at you now. I would really like my secondary guns to keep focusing on. Well, I don't really care who shoots at what. Just don't keep re-aiming, please, because it's annoying. It's just a matter of time before you guys go down. Yeah, you're just all beat up. Alright, there goes the Rostov. And then you have shorter torpedo range, don't you? Yeah, 5. Well, that just totally missed, didn't it? How are you missing at 90%? Let's go armor piercing on these. I don't know how you're missing with a 90% to hit. That's just weird. But this'll fix that. Yeah, all better. Alright, there we go. So that takes care of that problem. The good old Iowa class, very nice. Seven more months till radar. Okay. Americans are getting irritated with me no matter what I do. I'll just piss them off a little bit more. Let's go, and we got, what, almost 80,000 tons, about 80,000 tons of repairs that we can add. So let's resume those. I think all the rest of these guys are building, so that's all the destroyers are done. So now it's just the Atkins cruisers, which I could build more, but in 7 months we'll be doing all the refits. So now's the time to get all of my ships into port to repair while I can. I'll leave these down there, they're not really doing anything important. You guys, let's... You're all fine. I don't know how you're... Yeah, the Soviets are basically done for. I don't have any more repairs that I can add. I'm not going to even worry about the destroyer that much. I'm going to send these mini Illas out to go get them. You guys will have to get repaired. I'll send you back over here to repair. So I want to get those upgrades. I really want the ninjas to have all the good stuff. Those guys are up there. I've got plenty of marauders and assaults over here, so these guys are ready to go. I've got these marauders waiting down there. So I mean, I've got ships reasonably well positioned. I'm sure I've made some mistakes. And let's get him on invade. send a torpedo boat over there to invade. There's nothing in West Africa. I don't know where my torpedo boat is. Here it is. We got torpedo boats here. There we go. Got light cruisers in there. Got torpedo boats in here. Where are my torpedoes? Let's go send these guys out. Do I have... Alright, so I've got 3 torpedo boats here. So we're just going to wreck your infrastructure. Like that. And then... let's go send him over there. Alright, so... just get all these guys ready. I don't need complete coverage. So I've got enough destroyers and stuff sitting around here. I don't know where my destroyers are at. I know I've got... I know I've got destroyers here. It says I've got 2 of them. I just don't know where they are. No idea where my destroyers are. That's okay. This'll be enough to cause trouble. Nope, they really don't want to go to war with me. Alright, well... Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh, do 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 do. I'm gonna leave the torpedoes off for now. I don't think it'll help any. Now these are single-barreled guns. These mini Illas are not bad. I mean, 5.5-inch guns, some 2.9s. And they're fast. They're 35.5 knots, which my heavy cruiser, my modern cruiser, is going to be able to keep up with them. Alright, so you guys have 7-kilometer range. You're not as fast as me. What's your armor like? It is basically 1.5 inches of armor. A little more than that. Let's go armor piercing. You fire your torpedo? You did. I mean, I know where you are because of my radio direction finder. So you're certainly not getting away from me. You reloaded your torpedoes. Alright, there we go. So that was pretty one-sided. I mean, granted, I had it 12 to 1, so... But, you know. Fair fights are for pussies. Alright, so they got Crimea. I got Georgia, so the Soviets are fucked at this point. They're pretty fucked. I'd like to be able to grab all their internal stuff, but that's not gonna happen. I need to suspend 50,000 tons of repairs. That'll be enough. That'll be more than enough. I could actually try to resume one of those. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, so now we're just sort of waiting for the inevitable to happen. got southern Russia. Alright, let's go resume another 50,000. Let's go get the rest of my repairs going. I'm surprised at how few transports I'm increasing each turn. 0.86, I've got it all the way maxed out. It's late game. There's something broken with late game transports. I'm not sure what's going on there, but there's something not right about that. 5 more months till radar. Can't really do anything about these guys. You know, the smart move would be to, instead of just going after the Americans immediately, just chill out, get some peace, rebuild the economy, get my radar. And I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go sink this guy. I mean, I don't have to sink him, to be honest. I could just ignore him and he's going to be done soon. What are these? You know what? I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm not even going to bother because you are going to dissolve here in one more turn. So we're just gonna let you get conquered. We're not going to win any harder than we need to. I'm not even going to bother fighting you guys because I don't want to take the damage, and you're going to get conquered anyway. So yeah, so we're just going to leave, and I'm just not even going to worry about it. Because then the Soviets are going to dissolve, and then I'll just have to, then it's just a matter of getting radar, refitting my ships, and then going after the Americans and winning the game. So we're in the end game. There we go. I haven't decided which country I want to do for my next challenge. I got Ukraine, so Soviets have no more ports, so they're done. 3 more months till the rangefinders.
Take over the world with King November.
I'd be tempted to go. I'm tempted to go France just because I really like the French ships. Let's do that. Just get these guys all repaired. Yeah, ministers can cut their own salaries. Okay, Soviet Union's gone, so we're at peace now. Alright, so... we're still having a positive monthly balance, which is nice. So I need to suspend 55,000 tons of stuff. Tiny Dog, what are you doing? You're making an awful lot of noise down there. Let's suspend those. I need to spend another little bit. So I'll suspend the destroyer. How's that looking now? We looking good? Perfect. Alright. 2 more months till radar. So we're just gonna play it nice and chill. Got modern light, modern heavy. I already have modern heavy too, though, which is... Alright. So next turn I get radar, which is very nice. Let's go repair the rest of my ships. And then I'll probably wrap up the stream and begin the next stream with all the refits that I have to do. Is there anything else that I need to have? Alright, so we have radar. All my Atkin ships are built. And we are attacking neutral territories, which is good. We get Kazakhstan. Which is very nice. So all of our stuff is basically ready to go. We probably don't have enough dudes. We probably have a bunch of mothballed ships that we're going to have to crew up. Yeah. Let's... at least put some people on each of these ships. And there we go. So they'll start crewing up. And we now have our radar. Soviets have been defeated. We're in good shape. We're going to have some quality control stuff happening soon. Advanced naval shells. That'll be nice. We're still only... I don't know why... This only gives us a 0.79. That's going to be a real pain. You know, when we fight the Americans, we're going to have a lot of problems on the transport attrition. but we'll deal with that when the time comes. We're going to have to really hit their ships hard. Fortunately, with the radar, Radar Gen 2. What's this? I don't know why it says Radar Generation 2. It's Radar Rangefinder 1, but it says Radar Generation 2. Unless that's helping me, the reconnaissance, plus 150% reconnaissance is nice. Unless there's, Oh, because the radio direction finder is Radar Gen 1. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, so that... I understand now. Yeah, definitely time to wrap it up. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for hanging out, Vorgath. Have a great morning.
I'll probably be calling it a night soon, too.
Yeah. Are you not, well, yeah, I guess it's Saturday. You don't have to work today. I'll try and be on for some Mech Warrior tonight, if I don't have a splitting headache.
Right.
So, hopefully we can get Maddie and do some bad things to people, and that'd be great. Then maybe late. I might do another UAD a little bit later. Also, I've got to take a break, do some server stuff that requires my actual focus. Then we'll go from there. So, the tiny dog wants attention now. Hi, tiny dog. Yes, you're very tiny and you're a dog. I see you. Yes, you're a nice dog. Yes, you are. Okay. All right. I will see everybody later. Good night.